On second down, here's Rodgers. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And that one results in 35 yards. Rodgers now on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to have a third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Hurry up.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Play clock winding down. And again this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now they try the right side here. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Eagles have recovered.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Second down, 9 yards to go.
319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So it'll be first down here after the run.
Hey, 4 down. 319.
Rodgers going to throw. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. Rodgers now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Strong right. Strong right. Strong right. 319. Zoom. Easy. Over. 319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
319.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Tiny's on the Ringo. 319. 4 down.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And Sturgis able to knock it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. New York set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last.
And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. So they ran against the 4-6 defense. Not only did they run against it, they tried to run it right up the gut.
And that's really not a great place to go when you're running against what is commonly known as the Bear defense, made popular by those great Chicago Bears teams. No place to go right in the middle of that.
And a nice spin into some open field. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Sturgis out now to kick this one off. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. New York set to take the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And now here's a carry heading left. Room to run past midfield. A big play there for the Giants. 49 yards on the ground. So he rips off a great run and shows you why this year he's top 10 in rushing in the league.
And looks like he's trying to move up fast on the leaderboard, doesn't he? Top 10? Looks like he's running to get into the top 5.
Now a handoff looking right. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on third down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second down following the run.
Tight left. We got 4. 319. John right. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through him. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
319. Hey, Cali. Hey, we got 4 down. Okay, over here. Cali, jump out. 399.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Okay, buddy, I see you. Watch tight. Tight end right. No. Watch it, going right. 319. 4 down.
And again this time to the tailback. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Very much in range for a tying field goal as they hurry to the line. A first down throw for Mariota. toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The new acquisition, Martellus Bennett, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Watch tight end. Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. And no update from Larry this week, apparently. We'll try again in week 7. But for now, let's get back to the action, ready to kick off the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Easy.
Rodgers to throw on second down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that?
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 46. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hands.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And now here's a carry heading left. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
And the play clock's running down. To throw is Mariota. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
A second down throw here for Mariota. And this one complete to Martellus Bennett. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. First down, Mariota. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready.
Man left, man left.
319.
We got 4 down, 4 down.
30.
Check. Fresno.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
4 down. Check. 4 down.
Rodgers now on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
One.
Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left.
Following the interception here, Mariota. He's going to loft one deep left side. This is intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Hurry up. Jump over.
And the wideout in motion.
Kill.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Hey, 4 down.
Stay right.
Take the edge. Go.
Quick, guys.
Hey, turn it out.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he works free. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes you'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
I think someone's going to get in the QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. The Eagles on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong.
It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 39 that time.
Watch out.
Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard, right on the 30-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Throwing, Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
To throw Mariota. Quick hitter here, it's complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Eagles defense able to hold.
Right. He's shot right here. He's tight on the right.
319.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 6 there on first.
SOS. 319.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter.
Watch tight end. Tight right.
319. 4 down.
To throw is Rodgers. Looking to throw on 2nd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
We got 4.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. Being chased out left. They find some open field here. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
We have so many different terms for 3rd down, 3rd and short, 3rd and long, 3rd and manageable. How about 3rd and medium? Because that's what this one was. The defense looked like they had him hemmed in, but he gets away, evades the rush, and picks up just enough for the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Tight left. 4 down. Check.
319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be third down.
One set. 319. Go.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
4 down.
319.
Choose the mic.
Zoom.
Oh, you got deep?
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Powerful running. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field.
Strong left.
319.
Hey, 4 down.
Hey,
Watch 88.
Flex. Easy.
Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now Rodgers to throw on second down. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The Eagles on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be third and forever.
Hey, 50.
To throw is Rodgers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Jeff Locke now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taking it about the 16. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field.
Check.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Breaks a tackle. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting. They can practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy. Hey,
Time running out here on the play clock. Now a handoff looking right. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
Give them 22 on that one. And that'll be good for a Giants first. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 13. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Giants. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always, hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in a run game. No gain.
Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a 1st down.
One.
Throwing here, Mariota. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out